Welcome to Big Progress Channel.
Hello, and thanks for listening today. I'm Hannah. Welcome, everyone. Let's begin today's English conversation.
And I'm Lim, and today, I think I messed up something really bad at work.
Oh, that sounds serious. What happened?
I think I accidentally sent an email to the wrong person.
Wait, wrong person like your friend?
No,
Your boss?
worse.
The client?
Yes,
Oh, no.
and not just that.
There's more?
The email wasn't supposed to be sent at all.
Okay, yeah, this is already a disaster.
I know, and the worst part is, I wrote it in English.
Ah, so now it's not just a mistake, it's an English mistake.
Exactly. And now I'm overthinking everything. Like, did I sound rude? Did I sound stupid? Did I use the wrong words?
Welcome to Workplace English Anxiety.
This is why I hate using English at work. There are too many rules.
No, that's the problem. You think there are too many rules, but actually, you just don't know the right patterns.
That's not helping.
It will, because today we're not doing a boring lesson.
Good.
We're going to fix your entire work English through your mistakes.
That sounds painful.
It will be,
Great.
but also very useful.
Okay, fine. But can we start with something basic, like how do people even talk about working English without sounding weird?
Perfect question. Let's start simple.
Please.
Imagine someone asks you, "So, what do you do?"
Easy. I say, I do office.
Mm,
What?
that is not correct.
See, this is exactly my problem.
Okay, listen carefully. You don't say, "I do office." You say, "I work in an office." Or, "I work as a marketing assistant."
Wait, work as?
Yes, that's a pattern.
Okay, I work as something.
Exactly.
Why is English like this?
Because English is not about translating word by word, it's about patterns.
That already sounds complicated.
It's actually simpler than you think.
I don't believe you.
You will. By the end of this video, you'll be able to talk about your job, survive meetings, not panic when your boss talks to you.
That last one, I really need.
I know. So let's go back to your situation.
The email disaster?
Yes. Before we fix that, I need to understand something.
What?
Are you working now or still looking for a job?
I'm working, but honestly, I feel like I could get fired any day.
Dramatic, but okay.
I'm serious.
Fine, then let's rewind.
Rewind?
Yes, imagine you didn't have this job yet.
Okay.
Step 1. You want a job.
Obviously,
So what do you say?
I want job.
Uh,
What now?
you need a.
Oh,
She. I want a job.
why is so important?
Because without it, you sound like a robot.
I already feel like one.
Good. Now next step.
Okay.
You don't just want a job, you need to look for a job.
Look for.
Yes, that's a key phrase. I'm looking for a job.
That sounds better.
Much better.
Okay, so I say that, then what?
Then you go online.
Like scrolling randomly?
No, you search for job openings.
Job openings.
Yes, that means available jobs.
Why not just say jobs?
You can, but job openings sounds more natural in professional English.
Okay, I already feel smarter.
Don't get too confident.
Too late.
So you find a job.
Finally.
Now what do?
I send message.
No,
I beg.
definitely no.
Then what?
You apply for the job.
Apply.
Yes, that's a must-know phrase. I applied for a job.
Okay, that sounds important.
It is.
And then?
And then you send 2 things.
Let me guess. Email and hope.
No,
Then?
a resume and a cover letter.
I always confuse these.
Simple. Resume equals experience. Cover letter equals why you want the job.
Oh.
Think of it like resume equals facts, cover letter equals story.
That actually makes...
So tell me exactly what you wrote in that email.
I don't want to relive this.
You have to.
Okay, so I was writing to my colleague,
Good start.
and I wanted to say something like, this report is not good.
Oh, no.
What?
Please tell me you didn't actually write that.
I wrote, this report is bad.
Ugh.
What?
And you sent that to the client,
Yes.
not your colleague?
No.
The client.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're in trouble.
I know.
Wait, is that all you wrote?
No.
There's more.
I also wrote, you need to fix this. Why are you silent?
Because I'm imagining your boss reading that email
Stop.
and crying.
Stop.
Okay, listen carefully. This is important.
I'm listening.
Your English is not wrong.
Really?
Grammatically, it's fine.
Then why is it a problem?
Because workplace English is not just about grammar.
Then what is it about?
Tone.
Tone.
Yes, you sounded aggressive.
I didn't mean to.
I know, but English doesn't care about your intention.
That's unfair.
That's reality. Let's fix your sentence.
Please.
You said, this report is bad.
Yes?
In workplace English, you say, this report needs some improvements.
That sounds softer.
Exactly.
And what about you need to fix this?
That's even worse.
Great.
Replace it with, could you please revise this section?
Oh, that sounds polite.
Because it is.
Wait, so I shouldn't be direct?
Not like that.
But I thought English people are direct.
They are, but also polite.
That's confusing.
Welcome to Real English.
Okay, I feel like I just insulted a client.
You did.
Thanks.
But don't worry.
Really?
It gets worse.
What?
Did your boss reply to the email?
Yes.
What did he say?
He wrote, can we discuss this in a meeting?
Oh,
What does that mean?
that means you're not safe.
I knew it. The meeting is in 10 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, this is the best learning moment.
I feel like I'm going to die.
You're not, but your confidence might. Okay, let's prepare.
Yes, please.
First rule, never be defensive.
But I want to defend myself.
Don't,
Why?
because you'll sound worse.
So what do I say?
Start with, I'm sorry about the email.
Just that?
No, add responsibility. I realize my wording was not appropriate.
That sounds very professional.
Exactly.
What if my boss is angry?
He will be.
Great.
Then you say, I didn't mean to sound rude, but I understand how it came across.
Wait, that's powerful.
Yes, because you explain intention, but accept impact.
Okay, what if he asks, why did you write that?
Good question.
I would panic.
Don't panic. Use structure.
Again, with structure.
Yes, structure saves you. Say, I was trying to give feedback quickly, but I didn't phrase it carefully.
That sounds honest.
And safe.
What if he asks me to fix it?
Then you say, I'll send a revised version right away.
That sounds confident.
That's the goal.
Wait, what if he says, this is unacceptable?
Then you say, I understand and I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Simple, but strong.
Exactly.
Okay, I feel slightly less dead,
Good.
but still nervous.
That's normal. Now let's level up.
There's more?
Always. Imagine in the meeting your boss says, give me an update on your project.
I would say I'm doing...
Stop.
What?
Too vague.
Then what should I say?
Use this pattern. I've completed. I'm currently working on. I expect to finish by...
Oh, that's clean. Example?
Sure. I've completed the first draft. I'm currently revising it, and I expect to finish by tomorrow.
That sounds like a real professional.
Exactly.
What if I'm behind?
Be honest.
I don't want to.
You have to. Say, I'm running a bit behind schedule.
That sounds soft.
That's the point. Then add, I may need an extra day to complete it.
Okay, that feels safe. What if I don't understand something?
Easy. Could you clarify that?
That's it?
Or, could you give me an example?
That's so simple.
Exactly. You don't need complicated English.
I think my biggest problem is I try too hard,
Yes,
and then I mess up.
because you focus on grammar, not communication.
That hits hard. Okay, last situation. There's more?
Always. Imagine your boss asks, do you have any questions?
I always say no.
Big mistake.
Why?
It makes you look uninterested.
So what should I say?
Try, yes, I'd like to clarify the timeline.
That sounds smart.
Or, could you explain the priorities?
I like that. Wait, I feel like I just learned more in 10 minutes than in months.
Because this is real English.
Not textbook English.
Exactly.
Okay, meeting starts now.
Are you ready?
No,
Good.
that's not comforting.
Remember, be calm, be clear, be polite.
Okay,
And lamb,
yes?
and lamb, don't say this is bad again.
Never again.
So, how was the meeting?
So,
Lamb,
I survived.
that's already a win.
But it was intense.
Tell me everything.
My boss started with, "Can you explain what happened?"
And?
I wanted to panic, but I remembered what you said.
Good.
So I said, "I'm sorry about the email. I realized my wording was not appropriate."
Nice.
He looked at me.
That's scary.
Very. Then he said, "Why did you write it like that?"
Classic.
And I said, "I was trying to give feedback quickly, but I didn't phrase it carefully."
Perfect.
He didn't smile, but he nodded.
That means you're safe.
Really?
Yes, if he was still angry, he wouldn't nod.
Then he asked me to fix the email.
Of course.
And I said, "I'll send a revised version right away."
Good recovery.
But here's the thing.
What?
I realized something.
Tell me.
My problem was never vocabulary.
Exactly.
It was how I use it.
That's the difference between knowing English and using English.
So how do I actually fix this long term?
Finally, the real question. First rule, stop translating from your language.
But that's what I always do.
That's why you sound unnatural.
That hurts.
It should. Instead, think in patterns.
Patterns again.
Yes. For example, I do overtime yesterday. I worked overtime yesterday.
Oh, that feels more natural.
Another one. I very busy. I'm very busy.
Okay, small difference, big impact.
Exactly.
So I shouldn't just memorize vocabulary.
No, that's the biggest mistake.
Then what should I do?
Learn full phrases. For example, don't learn deadline, project, meeting.
Then what?
Learn, I have a deadline tomorrow. I'm working on a project. I have a meeting at 3.
Oh, that's way easier to use.
Exactly, because your brain remembers chunks.
But I forget everything after watching videos.
Because you don't use it.
True.
So here's what you do. Every day, pick 3 phrases. Use them in real life.
Even if I feel stupid?
Especially then.
Example?
Today you can use, I'm currently working on, I'll send it by. Could you clarify that?
That's actually doable. I think this is my biggest problem.
Yes, and most learners ignore it. In workplace English, direct equals rude, soft equals professional.
That's so different from what I thought.
Compare send it now. Could you send it when you have a moment?
Wow. Same meaning, different feeling.
Another, this is wrong. There might be an issue here.
That sounds much safer.
Exactly.
What's that?
Sentences you can use in any situation. Example, let me check and get back to you. I'll take a look at it. I'll update you soon.
These are life-saving.
Exactly.
Wait, I feel like this is a system,
It is.
not just random learning.
That's the difference.
You know what's crazy?
What?
My English was bad.
And now?
Now I think I was just using it wrong.
Exactly.
It's not about being perfect
It's about being clear.
and not sounding rude.
That too.
I feel more confident now.
Good.
Not perfect, but better.
That's all you need.
But we're not done.
What?
Next time.
There's more?
Yes.
We're going to fix your job interview English, small talk with colleagues, and how to sound confident even when you're nervous.
I need that.
I know.
Especially the sound confident part.
That's coming next.
So if you're watching this
Yeah, you.
and you've ever been nervous in a meeting, sent a weird email, or didn't know what to say at work,
Basically me.
then I want you to do one thing.
Just one.
Comment, "I'm working on my English."
That's it.
Yes,
Why?
because when you write it,
Your brain starts believing it.
That sounds psychological.
It is.
Okay, I'll do it.
Good. And if this video helped you,
It did.
then don't just watch.
What should they do?
Use it.
That's the hard part.
That's the only part that matters.
We'll see you in the next video.
Hopefully before I send another bad email.
Please don't.
No promises.
Um,
Kidding.
you better be.